Hey friends, how are you? Nice to see you tonight. Another Saturday night, Memorial Day weekend. Friends, if you're on tonight and if you're on Facebook, join me. If you're on Instagram, this is going to go out to my Instagram feed very shortly, as well as to YouTube, my YouTube family. So if you guys, as you guys log in, go ahead, not log in, but as you guys chime into tonight's broadcast, let me know that you're here so that I can recognize you. Tell me who's watching and where you're watching from. And of course, give me some hearts, give me some likes. And I see some of my favorite people on tonight. I see Rashida. Hi, Rashida. It's so great to see you again tonight. I see Carl. Carl is watching from Chicago. We're going to have a fantastic time. And honestly, I'm not going to take up too much of your time because it is Saturday night and I know it's Memorial Day weekend and you guys might be doing something enjoyable with your family, or you may have a a movie night going on, right? Netflix. Okay, we have a Netflix date tonight in my house, so I'm going to try to be as brief as possible, but I have a terrific presentation to share with you guys tonight about the stimulus prepaid debit cards. That's what we're going to talk about because debit cards were mailed out this week. And we're going to talk about who's getting that debit card, what they could use it for, and all of those details about this debit card, the stimulus debit card. That's what tonight's live is about. And so as you join on, again, just let me know who's watching and from where. And let's go ahead and have a terrific time. And just for those of you who don't know me, I'm Latoya McBean Pompey, an immigration lawyer in New York and also founder of Smart Immigration Academy. And it's so great to see you guys. Hey, Lindsay, thanks for watching from Mississippi. Ven, good to see you again. Working. That's what you'll be doing this weekend, right? Yeah, and I'm working right now, right? Although this is fun for me, but it is still work. So guys, today I spent a lot of time preparing a great presentation for you about the stimulus debit cards that went out this week. And then I also have a second presentation for you guys about the second stimulus check. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow night, so you don't want to miss that one. Okay. So I'm going to get right into it, and let's just go right into it. And I'm going to hide some things here on my screen so that you guys will have a better experience. And go ahead and, do a watch party, share this presentation with others in your feed. Nice to see you from Wichita Falls, Texas, as a matter of fact. And Cole, nice to see you. He says, good evening, my lawyer. We don't know each other personally, Cole. I'm not your lawyer, but I get your point. Guys, you guys are amazing. For those of you who are watching on McBean Immigration TV on YouTube, welcome all of the new subscribers. We had over 20,000 people subscribe over the past 3 weeks. Crazy growth on YouTube, and I just want to welcome you guys and thank you so much. And we're about to hit 60,000 any minute now tonight, I think. So guys, you guys are amazing. Thank you for following my work. Thank you for being part of this amazing community. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into it. It's nice to see you, Mary, as well from North Carolina. All right, guys. So who wants to talk about money tonight? Because that's what this is about. We're going to be talking about money and who's going to be getting this money from the federal government. All right. So let me do this thing. I'm going to pull up my presentation like what I did with you guys last Saturday, and I'm going to walk you through some important things about who's getting this money and what they could use it for. So let's dive right into tonight's presentation. Just give me a second here. Let me pull it up for you guys. Let's do this. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Give me a moment. Okay, there we go. All right. So friends, if you can see the presentation clearly, and if you guys can hear me well, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Give me some hearts and likes so that I know that you can see the full screen and that this is all good. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive right into this presentation. Now, the stimulus debit cards, guys, they're on its way. Stimulus debit cards. Who would have thought, right? Congress was actually going to do something like the Treasury Department, I should say, would have done something like this. Hold on one second. Let me flip through. Okay, so yeah, the debit card, some people may have already received their debit card in the mail. If you did receive your debit card, just say, I got mine. Thank you, Starboy, for letting me know that you can see this presentation clearly. Awesome. Okay, so you guys, friends, millions of people didn't even receive their first stimulus checks yet, right? And it's been several weeks since the government issued these checks. Some people did receive the deposit in their bank accounts, while others did receive a paper check. But millions did not receive their stimulus check, and some experts are saying that it may even take up to 5 months for everyone to receive their stimulus check. And just to be clear, in this video, in this presentation, guys, I'm speaking about the first stimulus check. Okay, the first one, all right, from the CARES Act, which was passed several weeks ago. Now, just a refresher, what is it that people are actually going to get, right, in terms of the dollar amount? So individuals, depending on their adjusted gross income, they're going to receive up to $1,200 per person and up to $2,400 per couple. Now, if you want to get into more details about whether you're eligible, who's getting it, and all of that, watch other videos that I have on McBean Immigration TV about this issue. But in this one, we're only going to focus on this prepaid debit card that's coming this week. Now, 140 million people have gotten their checks, which is great, right? Great. But about 10 million, and I've actually seen a larger number than 10 million, but 10 million are still waiting, according to CNN, the article that I've, the link below there. Now, but the good news is that 4 million people will receive payments this week. 4 million payments are being sent on a debit card this week. Now, the Treasury Department, guys, announced on May 18th, which was last Monday, I believe, that these prepaid Visa debit cards will be mailed out this week. Okay, so who is actually going to get this debit card? And quite frankly, why didn't they do this in the beginning, right? It would have been so much nicer to get a debit card than a paper check. But anyway, I'm not going to complain about that. But so who is going to get this debit card? Well, firstly, those individuals who are eligible for a stimulus check who had not yet gotten their stimulus check. Secondly, individuals who do not have a bank account information registered with the IRS, or on file, I should say, with the IRS. So the IRS doesn't have a bank account information to deposit the money into. And then thirdly, friends, individuals whose tax returns were processed at either one of these service centers. Now, these are the IRS service centers: the Austin Center, the Austin Service Center in Texas, or the Andover, Massachusetts Center. So your money, your IRS tax return must have been processed by either one of these service centers. Now, for the Austin Service Center, they service returns for individuals living in Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi, Oklahoma, and Texas, whereas Andover Service Center focuses on returns for individuals in Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Vermont. Now, when will people get their debit card? And I kind of alluded to this a little earlier. When will they get it? Well, they were mailed out this past week, guys. According to the Treasury Department, they said that that the MetaBack, which is the agent that's distributing this, they will send out these EIP cards. That's what it's called, EIP cards, to eligible recipients beginning this week. Again, if you've gotten your debit card, just let us know that this is actually working. Now, what should you do with the card when it when it arrives, right? What should you do with it? Well, you should immediately activate it and certainly use it. What can you do with this debit card? Well, the first thing that you can do, guys, like everyone else, you could make purchases, right? It's a debit card. It's not, it's not any, you could treat it like your own debit card. The only difference is that your own debit card is connected to your checking account, whereas this is not. This is prepaid. They put the money on it, and you're just going to use it. You could use it online, or you could use it in the stores. But the first thing that you can certainly do with this prepaid debit card is make purchases. The second thing that you can do with it is you could actually withdraw cash from an ATM machine. But you've got to be careful that the ATM machine that you use is in network. And I'm going to talk with you about how you could figure out, well, which ATM machines are actually in network versus out of network. But the third thing that you can do with this debit card is you could transfer funds to your personal bank account. Okay, so it's very flexible. Now you want to avoid fees, because if you don't use this correctly, like with any debit card or that we have, there could be potential fees that's attached to it. So in this one, generally speaking, there's really no fees to actually use the card, but in some instances you will be charged a fee. Number one, if you use an out-of-network ATM, as I've mentioned earlier, for purposes such as balance inquiries or withdrawals, or if you lose the card, if you lose the card or it's stolen, and you request that it be replaced, you're going to have to pay a fee for that. And we're going to talk about how much that is. And then the third way that you can, a fee can be tagged onto this is if you make more than one cash withdrawal over counter at a bank. Okay. Now, how can you figure out which ATMs are actually considered in network versus out of network? Well, it's easy. Two ways, actually. There's you can go to www.eipcard.com/locator, and it'll pull up, there's a nice little map of the U.S., and you just put in your zip code or wherever you are, your address, and it'll tell you which ATMs are in network in your area. Or you could simply download an app, the Money Network app, in the Apple Store if you have an iPhone, or Google Play if you use an Android phone. Okay, so those are the two ways that you can figure out which ATMs are considered in network versus out of network. Super important, because you don't want any of those dollars going to ATM fees. Okay. Now, if your card is stolen or lost, there's an 800 number that you could easily call and request that it be replaced. And they'll charge you $7.50 to replace it, plus, get this, $17 for shipping. And my understanding is that they use priority shipping, which is why it's so much, $17. Okay. Now, to check your balance, again, very easy. Call this 800 number, 800-240-8100, or you could go on the website and put in whatever information it's going to ask you for, so that you can check your balance. And you want to make sure that you use every dime. Really, you use every dime. It's your money that the government is sending to you on this debit card. So check your balance and make sure you use every dime. Okay, now more facts, more information about this prepaid, I was going to say calling card, but it's not a calling card. This prepaid debit card can be found on EIP's website, eipcard.com. They have I actually looked through their FAQs, and they answer a lot of good questions that folks may have. Let me jump out of this for a second here. Give me a second here, guys. Let's do this. Let me get back on get back on this way. Okay, here I am. Okay, so yeah, the FAQs are really, really good. A nice space for you to go and, you know, see what other information you're going to need to know about this card. But this is kind of this is a good thing, right? I think this is a good thing because the government is actually finding creative ways to get money to people, right? And this again is the first stimulus check. They're still trying to roll this thing out. And you know, with the government guys, nothing is ever that smooth, right? And so, but it's still exciting to see that they're coming up with innovative ways to get people their money. And so Michelle has asked, is this for the second stimulus? No, Michelle, this is for the first stimulus. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about the second stimulus, where things are with that one, because I have a really nice presentation that I've already prepared for you guys for tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow around the same time, or maybe a little earlier tomorrow, but I'll try to give you guys notice tomorrow about this live session. Okay, so yeah, just in summary, as I promised you guys that this will be a short one. In summary, prepaid debit cards are going out, have already been sent out to about 4 million people who do not have a bank account information on file with the IRS. And so those are real debit cards that they should activate and use. It's a Visa. I don't think I used the word Visa earlier. It's actually a Visa debit card. And so they could activate it and use it for purchases online, in store. They could withdraw money from it using an ATM. They could actually get money as well in a bank, right? They could transfer money into their personal account. And so it's very flexible, but try your best to avoid those ATM fees. Use their in-network provide locator, right, on the website, or download the app to figure out where the nearest ATM is to you in the in-network. Okay, so that's the update. I'm a little late with it because I had a super busy week this past week, but that's what's going on, friends. First stimulus is still being rolled out to 4 million people who have not yet gotten their money. And how many of you guys know we need the money? People need their money, right? Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. You do the same, Michelle. You do the same. Jefferson, hi. It's great to see you from Oakland Park. Again, I'm getting questions. Okay, Augustine has asked, is the second stimulus approved? No, not yet. I'm going to provide more details, a summary about that tomorrow. Okay, so stay tuned. Beverly, hi. It's great to see you, Beverly. Always awesome to see you. And the Shakara has asked, is this just for the stimulus checks? Yeah, this is related to the stimulus check, Shakara. So this is from the first stimulus check. Actually, there is the second stimulus check is still being discussed. Okay, so right now there is not a second stimulus check that people are receiving. Congress is still debating that issue, and I'm going to brief you on that tomorrow. Again, Jennifer, you're asking, is this for the second? As I've said, it's for the first stimulus check. And Admasu says, the peace of the Lord be with you. Thank you for that. Thank you for being here with important information. I very much appreciate that. Thank you so much for saying that. And then Io says, I know someone that has not received the first one. Yeah, millions of people haven't received the first one. You know, CNN is reporting 10 million people, but I came across another number today, 20 million, and I couldn't find the link to verify that, which is why I only used the CNN number of 10 million. Haven't received theirs yet, but yeah, quite a bit of people did not receive it yet. Okay, so with that being said, friends, subscribe to McBean Immigration TV on YouTube if you have not yet subscribed. And then, oh, by the way, I'm Jamaican. I've been speaking to so many people this week via consultations, and they're like, I didn't know you were Jamaican. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm actually Jamaican, guys. You guys need to know that. I thought you all knew that, but I guess not. Yeah, I came to the US when I was 6 years old, and I pretty much grew up here. And yeah, I'm Jamaican. So just there's something for you guys to know tonight. So any Jamaicans in the house, just hit me up in the comments. I'd love to know and other Jamaicans who might be on tonight. But I appreciate all of you, and I thank you so much. By the way, give my office a call or visit us at McBeanLaw.com. Book your consultation directly on my website, super easy, McBeanLaw.com, and get on my calendar. I meet with everyone who works with our office because I'd love to know that it's a great fit, and I want to be as helpful to as many people as possible. So get on our calendar and meet with me to discuss your immigration issue. Thank you so much, Ben. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, I'm seeing all the Jamaican flags, and the Jamaicans are coming out. The Jamaicans are all coming out, and I so appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys, and guys, have a safe weekend. Do not listen to all of these the bad advice from some of the politicians who are urging people to get back out there, Guys, we're still in a dangerous time. Please be careful. Use wisdom. Please continue to practice social distancing. We're not out of the woods yet right now with coronavirus. Stay safe. Stay safe. Get your hair done later. Get your nails done another time. Don't risk your life for your nails or your hair. It's so not worth it. Just be safe and practice social distancing. Wear your mask every day whenever you're out. Just really use wisdom. We're going to get through this. Just stick around with us. Use wisdom and do your part to stay safe. Okay? So guys, love you, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we talk about the second stimulus check. Second stimulus. So that's what's on the agenda tonight, and I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.